You rock, my friends. You Rock podcast is for women like you who want to own your life and live an engaged and joyful life. Hosted by Dr. Aliyah Majid, mom of 3, devoted wife, and a scientist-turned-life coach on a mission to empower women to take control of their lives. In this podcast, we deliver tools, insights, and inspiration on rocking your own life, owning to your highest potential, and becoming the best version of you. Now, here's your host, Dr. Aliyah Majid.
Assalamualaikum and welcome back again to You Rock Podcast, a podcast for ambitious women to go after the life they want. And in this episode, I will talk about the importance of having a growth mindset. Okay, so let's look at the importance of mindset and why is it that some people seems to shine in any sphere in which they choose to exert themselves and others cannot manage even a glimmer despite obvious talent. Research has shown that it is the way that they think about their ability that really counts. So there are two ways to view intelligence or ability. Ability, it is fixed or ingrained. In other words, some people view their ability that they are born with certain level of ability and they cannot change that, and this is called the fixed mindset. And whereas if they believe that their ability can be developed by working hard and with effort, this is called a growth mindset. These two different beliefs leads to different behavior, and also it will lead to different results. So for example, for students who have a growth mindset, it shows that they increase their grades over time, and those who believe that their intelligence, their ability to achieve success is limited by whatever environment that they are born in, or maybe the status or whatever belief that they have, who feels that they are fixed with that, they will not grow over time. Their grades will get worse. So having a growth mindset, the belief that you are in control of your own ability and can learn and improve, is the key to success. And yes, hard work, effort, and persistence are all important, but not as important as having that underlying belief that you are in control of your own destiny. The reality is that people with these two different kind of mindsets actually think differently and also react to information differently. In particular, a person who have a fixed mindset, the brain is most active when they are being given information about how well they have done. For example, test results and grades. But people who have a growth mindset, their brain is most active when they are being told what they could do to improve. It's a very different approach from how did I do and what can I do better next time. So, okay, let's give an example, a story about the different mindset. It is actually a story that we have been listening to, that we know over and over again, about the tortoise and rabbit. Turtle, tortoise and rabbit. Story about the arnab dengan kura-kura, right? Kita biasa dengar from our childhood, right? The rabbit was so certain that he could win, right? Because rabbit being really very active and he can jump here and there and whatsoever. So this rabbit, he knows for certain that he could win the race, so that he sat down and went to sleep during the race. But the kura-kura, the tortoise, sorry my English, just plodded, and walked as slow as can, but keep on going and progressing. And he have always been thinking that he had a chance of winning because he made progress, Although he thought that he ran as fast as he could, but as to the rabbit, he is actually, just as slow, But in reality is that slow progress is still progress, The fact is that the rabbit had a fixed mindset. He believed that his ability to move fast would mean that he would win. But it has caused him to just lay back and do nothing. But the tortoise, and have a growth mindset, he believed that he needed to work hard and keep on going if he wants to win. So he was not afraid of failure, or he would never have been agreed to race with the rabbit, right? So he just progressed with whatever resources that he have, being as low as he have, but he made progress every day. So the lesson that we can learn from here is that now, which are these is the example of your life? Are you making progress even though as low as the tortoise, or you are not making progress at all and thought that the ability that you are acquiring right now is fixed and you are not needing to ever grow ever again? So think about that. This mindset causes people to deal with setbacks differently. People with fixed mindsets are very discouraged with setbacks, and because setbacks would make them feel like they are not achieving their greatest thing in their life and their belief and their ability, they tend to become uninterested in something and give up. Okay, so this is what having a fixed mindset. But of course, just a disclaimer, giving up is different from each people, and it doesn't mean that stop pursuing something because you have bigger things, bigger goals to do and bigger purpose in life, means that you are giving up on life altogether. So what I'm mentioning here is that people with fixed mindset are very discouraged when they found setbacks, and they tend to give up more easily. Okay, people with growth mindset view setbacks as an opportunity to learn, and they tend to try harder in an effort to overcome the problem. The fact is that your brain can change. Okay, neuroplasticity, this is a terms that we found now, that the brain, actually quite like plastic, can be reshaped over time, forming new neural pathway. And this has led neuroscientists to call the tendency to be neuroplasticity. So these neural pathway in your mind are developed by doing or thinking particular things. Things that we do or say more often become hardwired into our brains as habits. These form define roots in our brain, which becomes easier to use when it has becoming your habits, right? But you still can change them. So the first step is to realize that you need to train your brain in a new skill, that you want to do, performing it as a habit. It may have to think about this learning as a cycle, and the cycle of competency, learning skill and developing a new roots in your brain, so that this new neural pathway becoming your new habits, and when it becomes your new habit, it will become your new reality. So there are 3 things that you can do to develop growth mindset. And number 1 is to recognize that growth mindset supported by science is not just what we call it, a mumbo jumbo, things of nonsense. You need to be committed to developing a growth mindset. Okay, be committed, really be committed about you wanting to be somebody with a growth mindset. Okay, as I mentioned just now, there's so many things, what we call it, kebaikan, of having that growth mindset. You can also learn and teach others about how to develop and improve their abilities through adopting a growth mindset. And this will in turn help you to take control of your life. And research also shows that people who feel in control tend to perform better. Okay, and then lastly, listen out for your fixed mindset voice. When you hear that little critical voice in your head telling you that you cannot do something, reply with a growth mindset approach and tell it that you can learn. So mindset are not just important for learning new skill, because they can affect the way that we think about everything. And the growth mindset can also help you recover from illness, because you believe that you can do something about the illness. They can help you achieve in sports, at work, and can also help you grow and develop in relationships. Cultivating a growth mindset could be the single most important thing that you ever do to help you achieve success. Are you struggling to find time for yourself, or for things that matters to you, or if you even ever find some time you found that you can't simply slow down and stop thinking about work. If you are one of those women, you'll benefit from the Success Accelerator program, my 12 weeks one-on-one success and productivity coaching program that helps you to do less and get more work done so that you can spend more time doing things you love. Book a free call with me at draliamajid.com/coaching, or you can do a self-assessment using my free life audit workbook at draliamajid.com/life audit. Or you can even join my Facebook group from the link below. Again, thanks so much for tuning in. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.